liner, which is Sinker Suede from the Sephora collection. But we found it. I'm on this new kick right now where I told myself I am not allowed to buy anything new until the product that I have is actually gone. And as you can tell, okay, I don't need any more lip products. I really don't. So I was hoping that this would be in here because I could not justify getting a new lip liner when I have a whole bag of them. That's the philosophy and I'm sticking to it. Oh, I may have gone a little crazy with that. Okay, without doing anything else, like, can we see why this lip liner is my favorite? It just like, it doesn't match the color of my lips exactly, but it's like muted enough that it kind of from far away looks just like my lips are a little bit bigger, because it's almost like what the shadow of my lips would be if they were big enough to cast a shadow, which they're not. But it's kind of like that, like it's giving an illusion. You know? See, like this is the point I'm getting to. Can't see anything because it's so dark. Do you see this? How I'm literally carving it out because it won't go up anymore. It won't like pump out anymore. This is where we're going because overconsumption is not cute. I used to be like, not a shopaholic. I don't think I've ever been like a shopaholic where it's like out of control, but I've definitely made my fair share of purchases that I just like did not need to do, like having certain clothes. Like I have this one coat in particular, and it's not bad to have just like one item like this, but legitimately I've had it for a year and I've worn it one time, and that coat is probably the most expensive coat that I have. And so those are the purchases that I'm trying to stay away from. Another great example, I've had this primer for, I don't know, a year. Honestly, it's probably expired, but we're gonna try to finish it because why do I have it if not to use it? You know what I'm saying? I think the makeup is set. I have my first ever live virtual community class coming up in, it's 45 minutes, so I gotta get moving and grooving. You guys, this lighting right now is doing no justice to how like bleak and gray and sad it is outside. Like I have a fake light right now because otherwise you wouldn't be able to see me literally at all. Anyways, let's make a matcha. It is the Chroma Beauty Matcha Latte. I actually didn't love this the first time that I had it, but like I already told you guys, we're not buying new things right now. I did run out of like my lovely, just like straight up ceremonial grade matcha recently, which made me so sad, but I'm sticking to it. I have this whole container, it's huge, and I'm gonna use it. I did figure out though, the way that I like this is hot, and I don't usually do my matchas hot. I'm like an iced matcha girly through and through, but also it's like getting cold outside. So this kind of works. It's kind of perfect. It has like, let me read. There's like spices in it, which is why I think it's better hot. There's like ginger, there's mushrooms in here, which sounds gross, but you can't taste it. There's turmeric and like a lot of other like cordyceps, maple sugar, goji, maca. There's a lot of great stuff in here, but it's just like a particular taste. You know, if you're not a matcha lover already, adding spices on top of it might not be your jam. So like, I wouldn't recommend this to you guys unless that actually sounds appealing to you. And like I said, it did not sound appealing or taste appealing to me the first time I had it, but I had it cold and you could like really taste all of the notes in it. And now it's not as bad. Now it's actually really good when it's warm. And I like to add maple syrup to it. There's already maple sugar in it, but like it's more bearable, you know? A spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. I'm just adding some maple syrup that I get from TJ's. Gorgeous. I'm just gonna give her a stir, a little boop boop. I got rid of all my straws recently too. If you have stainless steel straws, y'all, make sure you're cleaning them and check on them. Check on them, like thoroughly check them. I'll tell you, I cleaned one of my stainless steel straws recently and I was like, huh, like what is that? I cleaned them, I put them through the dishwasher. I used one of those little brushes to clean them and still it was not thorough enough. I'm just like not having straws anymore. We're just not doing it. So I have to stir it with a spoon, but it's giving me the same effect, you know? Cheers. Yeah, see, that's good. That is good. I also haven't even said good morning yet. Good morning, you guys. I'm getting ready right now for my first ever live stream virtual class for Nuri, which I'm like low-key so nervous for. I've done a lot of live stream classes before in the last company that I worked for, so like that's nothing new, but what's new is running them myself. And like, I'm tech savvy, I think, but when the pressure's on, I get nervous and then I feel like I forget everything. So right now I have like 25 minutes until the class starts. So I'm gonna sip on my matcha. I'm gonna get myself in the zone, go over my programming and just like make sure everything on the tech side is good and buttoned up. So I'm not freaking out because I kind of feel like I could freak out if something did go wrong, but deep breaths, you know, deep breaths. Send me good energy. Can we appreciate how dark and sad it just got? Every light in my kitchen is on right now. Okay? 46 people signed up. Let's go. It's also like a Thursday morning, which I'm realizing is probably not the most opportune time to have a virtual class. So I'm thinking the next time that I do this, it has to be on like a Sunday or like a Saturday morning. I don't know why I picked Thursday morning. Sliding away. Okay, so I just wrapped up my live virtual community class. It was the first one ever. And like I said, I was super nervous, but that actually went so well. There were no tech issues, thank gosh, because I would have been a little ball stressed, but everything went very smoothly. It was super easy. Everybody showed up and they gave their best energy. A lot of people had their cameras on, which was great because I could really see their form and like chat with them and help them adjust their form, which is like so big, near and dear to my heart. Form is everything. But more than that, like doing the community class really just gave me a lot of wind under my wings again. I think one, I'm super hormonal right now. Like the past 2 weeks, I've just been so, not down in the dumps, but I've just been really hard on myself. I've been very like self-critical and getting like stuck in these catastrophe loops. I'm like, oh my God, what if this happens and this is gonna happen? Super anxious. I run more on the anxious side anyways, but it's just been like way more than normal. And I think it's hormonal. I also think it's like I haven't been eating exactly the way that I should. I've been drinking a little bit more alcohol because I just went on a trip to see my family and like we went out to eat and we all got drinks and that's not normal for me. So I think it just affected me in this way where I get like post-anxiety flare-ups on top of the already like raging hormones of the luteal phase, which I'm in the very end of right now when it gets the worst. And it's also like the weather changing. It's a beautiful little snow globe outside, but that means that the sun is going down sooner than later, and that really has an effect on me. I definitely get seasonal affective disorder, full blown. There has not been a winter in my recent memory that I can remember feeling like super great for. This winter, I'm gonna try to be better and I'm taking like vitamin D. I'm gonna force myself to go outside. We're going for a walk today, okay? Even in that, especially in that, it looks so pretty. But like, we're going for a walk because we need to not succumb to the winter woes. But all of that to say, I've just been so self-critical and like just not in the best mindset, like kind of a funk, I guess is the best way to describe it. And a lot of that has been like tied into and reflected on my business that I just started. I'm putting a lot of my personal, like, I guess the best way to say it is like, oh, well, you're not seeing, this is like my internal narrative. I'm like, oh, I'm not seeing the exact results that I want to see. So like, I'm messing everything up. I'm doing something wrong and I need to do this and blah, blah, blah. Like that's how it's been up in the dome. Not the best. And it's not every day and it's not constant, but like it has been getting a little bit worse in these last 2 weeks. And so having the community class today has been like such a breath of fresh air, like truly flipped my mindset, because I think one, like I'm just in my house a lot by myself. So I have to like force myself to go out and be with people. I do teach like little pop-ups 3 times a week, which is awesome. And that definitely helps to like socialize me. But I went from like teaching 100 people a day, like literally seeing hundreds of people a day, to now seeing like maybe my boyfriend. Which is like wild. It's a wild adjustment. And so like being able to see my community through my screen, like so many of these beautiful, happy faces, like ready to rock and roll through the screen and like sweating with me, and even staying after the class to chat with me and like ask me all about my business. Like it just refreshed me so much and reminded me why I'm doing this, who I'm doing it for. There are people that really support it and like want to see it grow in the same way that I do. And it was just like a really nice reminder that I need to keep pushing forward. Not necessarily like push myself, because I'm already pushing myself, but I just need to keep putting one foot in front of the other and like celebrate the lows just as much as I celebrate the highs. Not to be so like philosophical on you guys, but truly owning a business is a roller coaster. Like it is such a big mirror that you hold in front of yourself, and it just shows you like every little thing about yourself, maybe some things that you don't want to see, maybe things that you do want to see. And it's hard to like look away from it, but it's also hard to look straight into it sometimes. It's really humbling. Like owning a business is so great, but it's humbling, okay? It's not for the weak. And I will say, like, if you are thinking about starting a business, but you're also like seeing all of this like glamorized stuff about it on the internet of how people are like leaving their 9-to-5s and starting a business and just like spewing rainbows about it, they're probably not giving you the full story, or they have a lot more help than like a solo founder would have. Because let me tell you, it is not easy. It's not easy. It's so worth it. So worth it. And I wouldn't trade it for the world, because I'm so happy with it, but it is not easy stuff. And like my community is the one biggest thing that pulls me through. And I'm just so happy that you guys are here, and I'm so grateful and blessed to have your support in my life, truly. All that being said, now that I'm done yapping, I need to eat. I'm not one for fasting, but today I just had my matcha. I don't advise that. I don't advise it. But I just got up and I was like, oh my God, I gotta go. I gotta do my things. So let's go make breakfast. I'm thinking eggs. A surprise to no one. I will. You working for today? Okay, I made some scrambled eggs. I put a lot of feta cheese on there because I'm on a feta cheese kick. I love me some cheese in general. You guys know that. I also put like a pile of sauerkraut on this. I know that probably sounds foul to some of you guys, and at one point in time it would have also sounded foul to me, but I think my Eastern European roots are like really shining through at this phase in my life, and now I crave sauerkraut. It's also very good for your gut health and just like getting things moving and grooving, if you know what I'm saying. So we got that, and then some Maldon salt, which is like the flaky sea salt, which I love. Just like when you bite into one, it's perfect. And then lots of pepper. I might add hot sauce to this, but it might be too many flavors. So let's chow down, shall we? Sauce. Just still incredible, but obvious. When you're ready, bring it up. Tap your toe, and then we'll hinge to the side. Just zip up and then through the legs. Take it down, and shoulders stay back. Collarbone nice and high. That hurts like we lifted. Lift and tap, zipping up through the inner thighs. Really hug that left leg all the way in and lower. In and lower. Good. Let's do our last one. Hold it a little lower and lift. lower and lift is 6, 5. Good, last 3. Last 2, shoulders back. Last 1, and lower it down. Good stuff. Okay, let's take a little rest. A little resty poo. Hi, you guys. Okay, we just finished up a PT. This is Miss Ashley. It was just her birthday, so wish her happy birthday in the comments. But we're actually going to UPS, oddly enough, because we both have to go there, and she's kind enough to take me while it's snowing, so we are decked out and ready to go. Okay, update. That was a massive failure. They did not have the kind of paper that I needed, and then they tried to print what I needed to get printed on another kind of paper, and then the ink just went everywhere. So that was no bueno. But now I'm gonna go probably to another store, but I'm kind of taking this as a sign from the universe that I should just film for Nuri instead of going to do that. I'm filming a chest, back, and abs strength class. It's gonna be a really good one, and I'm ready for it. So might as well use the energy, might as well use the daylight to film it right now. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I will take you guys along with me after. Okay, I just finished filming for Miss Nuri, and now I need lunch. Not exactly sure what I'm gonna eat because there's not a lot in that fridge, but we're gonna get creative with it today because like tomorrow should be grocery day. So like we're pulling together straws, you know? We're just putting the scraps all in one. It's like a clean out the fridge kind of meal day for every meal today. So I'm gonna eat something and then I'm gonna try to head over to FedEx. It's supposed to turn into rain out there, which is like nasty, not fun, because all that beautiful snow is gonna look bleh. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Let's eat, let's have lunch. Okay, so this actually turned out fantastic, I think. We had some leftover veggies that I baked. So this is just red onion. Got some broccoli in there, baked it at 400 for like, I don't know, maybe 30-ish minutes, flipped it halfway through at the 15-minute mark. And then I have some kale that I massaged like 2 or 3 days ago, put it in a container that I completely forgot about. So we got some kale, and then I made like a little tahini dressing. The tahini recipe is like, obviously tahini, there's lemon juice in there. I put sesame oil in there, olive oil, salt, and maple syrup. And I forgot garlic. I should put garlic in there, but that's all together. And then I sprinkled some hemp seeds over top just for some like extra omegas. And then I had these leftover meatballs. They're like the chicken meatballs from Trader Joe's, and they are so good. And you can just pop them in the microwave. Like that's the level of efficiency that I need at this point in my life. I have that, and then I have all my supplements. I have beef liver, which sounds disgusting, but I take beef liver basically because it's like a multivitamin, but it's like a natural source of a multivitamin, and it's got a lot of B vitamins, which is great for energy, and it's great for me when I'm a little bit lighter on like the animal meat. And this past week I've been doing the Sakara meals again. I know I talked about them in another vlog. I think it was my birthday vlog, but I didn't have as much like animal protein. So I'm a little bit lower on my B12 side. So I like taking beef liver for that. And then I have pumpkin seed oil, which is good for your hair. And as you guys know, I'm trying to grow my hair down to my butt right now. Okay? Let's all pray together and think about my hair growing super long, because I really am like so sick of the short hair. I had some people like comment on my last video because I admitted that I did not like my hair length, and you guys were so sweet. You're like, I really like your hair. I thought it was so chic. That made my day, okay? It made me feel so much better about my hair length. Do I still want to grow it out? Yes, but you made me feel better about where I'm at now, so thank you. But we're still gonna pray for long hair for me. And then I have my vitamin D. I feel like I should take 5 of these because it's only 1,000. It's like lower on the dosage, so I might actually up it a little bit, because my side of the family, like my mom's side of the family anyways, like all the women were chronically low in vitamin D, and now that the sun is like dropping low, we are getting the vitamin D in here, okay? Anyways, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna listen to my little podcast, and then we have some admin work to do, maybe going outside if it doesn't look absolutely wretched. So yeah, bon appetit, baby. Okay, I just finished up my lunch, and now I'm back in my little teddy coat and my boots, and I'm gonna try to go outside. I think it's raining, but I think if anything, it's just like a light sprinkle. This will be a little bit more of a trek. I'll be outside for probably a total of like 35 minutes, so like It might not be pleasant. Hopefully it doesn't start raining any heavier than it is right now. But you know, we gotta get ish done. We gotta get ish done. This is on my list of things to do, and so I must do it. I'm gonna leave you guys here, but when I get back, we're gonna do some admin and then a little bit of self-care because I desperately need a fake tan. It is just that time of the year. And I also need to finish painting my nails. I'm so impatient when it comes to my nails. I did like 2 coats last night and they look cute. I don't even know if you can tell. My nails have like ridges in them. I try to like buff them down, but I still can't seem to escape the ridges. So they don't look super even, but I'm gonna do another coat of this and then like a shiny like pearly coat, kind of like a chrome. We'll see how it turns out. It'll be my first time trying it, but we are gonna go do all the things outside. We'll run back here. We'll get some admin done. We'll do a little self-care. Benjamin's gonna be back soon. So we get to hang out with Benjamin later. That makes me so happy. So anyways, let's go outside, shall we? Well, I'm going outside. You're staying here, okay? I'll be back. This is the look. This is it. Okay, I'm back. That was actually kind of pleasant. On the way to FedEx, I called my mom and we were just chit-chatting the whole time. It was like a slight rain. It was nothing too crazy. My little scarf did the trick. It was good. But on the way back, I was like, oh, I'm starting to get the cold sweats. Like this is officially like winter cold sweats. Kind of unpleasant, you know what I mean? So I'm happy to be back in my warm, very dry apartment. I did get exactly what I needed from FedEx. I'll show you guys. This is the card that I printed out with the Soho House discount code that all of my members there can apply. Oh, my neighbor is shoveling outside. Hi. But anyways, that's the card that they can use so that like whenever they want to apply their discount code to use my website, they will have that in the room. We're just super prepared. That's the vibe. I'm trying to be as prepared and profesh as possible. Now, I will say, Justin from FedEx off of Division, he is so effing funny. That man makes me cackle. I was standing in FedEx with him working on this order, and I did work with him before in another order in the past, like right before I launched, and oh my gosh, he makes me cackle. He's hilarious. So he was like, I remember you. And I was like, I remember you. I'm so happy you're here. So if you're ever in Chicago, Division Street, like Wicker Park area FedEx, find Justin and tell him I say hi. He's hilarious. He'll know me as the nerdy Pilates girl because it's all we talk about when we're there. But anywho, now I'm gonna go over just my class material for tomorrow morning because I'm teaching at Soho House again tomorrow. It's fine if I write things down. I can also like wing things, but I really like to be just extra prepared, extra buttoned up, and putting it like in my body really helps. So I'm gonna go over some of my programming and then I'm gonna shower because I need to rinse today off. I'm also thinking it is a fake tan night because I don't know. This lighting makes me look tanner than I am, so don't trust this, but I'm pale. I'm pale, pale. And we're gonna fix that today. I need a beat. We cannot do this in silence. I'm putting on my ovulation phase playlist that I made. You guys seem to love it. It's on my Spotify right now. Definitely follow it because if I may say so myself, it is pretty fire. Okay, let's program, baby. is on. I am properly marinating. You cannot tell by my face because I don't put it on my face. It's just from like the chin down, like right under, right there. I use the Luxe Unfiltered N36. This is for like it was gifted to me by my friend actually, but this is for, in her words, for like an olive skin tone, which is what I am. And it's also why I personally really love to fake tan, because like when the winter comes around, I look like orangey, not orange, I look like green, yellow, you know? Like it's not flattering. I actually had, no, this gave me trauma. I actually had a professor in college in front of a whole room of my peers ask me if I was sick. She said, you look sickly, like your coloration. And then she went on like a whole spiel to the entire class about how we need to get outside even in the winter. Like I spawned that by just looking sick as, you know, okay? Looking sick AF. Anyway, so that scarred me, and now I'm like a self-tan girl. I'm like, I will never let anybody tell me that I look ill based off of my skin tone ever again. Maybe for other reasons, but not for that, okay? If I have the choice, I'm choosing to be tan and glowy and healthy appearing, okay? I think I've chatted your ear off quite enough in this video, so I am going to turn it in for the night. I'm gonna just like watch TV, make something to eat. I started my oven so I can bake some cookies. I got Sweet Lorenz cookies. They have the best like pre-made gluten-free cookies, by the way, Sweet Lorenz. You can get them like at a lot of stores, but I get them at Trader Joe's. They're the best. But I'm gonna make some food. I'm gonna settle in. I'm gonna do all my little admin tasks that need to get done. And then I'm gonna call it a very early night because we've had a day and we're gonna have another busy day tomorrow. So your girl needs her sleep. But thank you so much for watching this. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in another video soon.